So I've decided, seeing as I'm up here on my own, I'm not gonna risk the black. Maybe I'll do that when I'm up with some other people, just in case, you know, a safety net. So I'm going to do the red, which is one of the oldest trails and just a classic. I'm going to do the Dragon's Back, which is still about 35 to 40 kilometers long, 3 to 5 hours on the trails. It's going to be pretty full on, but just not as kind of strenuous. So the other thing is 5 hours of doing black could be pretty tough. So let's see how we get on. Right then, this is the start of the Dragon's Back with this pretty awesome set of forks here. So you've got 31.1 kilometers, 3 to 5 hours, 710 meters of climb. It's pretty heroic. This is the one that I've come to do. The beast can wait for another time. Let's see how it goes. So we drop in now. I believe that this trail gets to a point in height where, oh, here we go again, starting already. Whoa. That's how it's going to be. Drop-offs galore and lots of rocky features. Okay, all right, here we go. Jesus. I have to admit that I'm not the biggest fan of rock gardens. Very technical bit of trail that is. Start as you mean to go on, no doubt. Be interesting. I mean, I'll probably have to build some confidence up on the rocks and maybe I'll start taking them a bit quicker. I'm just very conscious that it's wet, so they're slippy, which obviously means if you make a mistake, get your positioning wrong, it could be quite bad. So so far so good. Enough. I need to open up my travel a little bit. I ain't got it on halfway at the moment, and sometimes that can mean that you come unstuck in the rocky bits, but seems okay so far. I'm also hoping that I've got enough air in the rear to avoid a pinch, because that's what I had at Hamsterley on the rocks, was a pinch. Okay. You can bet your life that this will be a climb in a garden, which, yeah, I'm going to really struggle with. So we're locked out the back. Let's give it a whirl. I mean, I'm just not used to this because we don't have this at Cannock at all. Anything like this. And the only large rock garden uphill that we have I actually struggle with, so there we go. We're getting somewhere. Just gotta make sure you pick the right line. Whew. Yeah, I mean, if it's like this for the whole trail, I can see it being very demanding. And the one thing I have to watch with the rocks on my white C130 is that the bottom bracket is notoriously quite low, so it's very easy to gash and catch your bracket and your pedals on rocks, so something to be wary of that. Oh my lord, there we go. Need to put a lot of power into that. Oh. Drop the seat a little. We don't want to be going over the bars on these, that's for sure. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. Oh well. It's tiresome, but you know, it's good fun nevertheless. It's challenging, which, you know, that's what you come for. To get a challenge, see where you're at, test your skills. But you know, quite often you want to come on your own, push too hard, and that's when the injuries happen. So we'll be taking it relatively easy, trying to make sure that I get in work on Monday morning. Mountain bike injuries are always frowned upon, especially when it's regular. Oh my god. Well, let me know in the comments if anyone watching this has got insurance for accidents on your bike. I keep getting adverts pop up on Facebook, and I have to say, the more I ride on my own, the more I'm tempted to invest and get a bit of security. I mean, I had a relatively large off last year. Oh, wow, okay. Where up Cannock Chase, where I bruised my ribs quite badly coming down up a cliff, where it kind of wheel turned underneath me and kind of smashed up against the handlebars, and I was sore for a couple of months, but I was still able to work. So yeah, I guess it's one of those that if you have it, great. If you have an accident, if you don't, you're just wasting money for a what if. Whew. Okay. Now, I actually need to get this bike in for a service, because the gears aren't quite indexing right. At the moment I'm struggling for a granny gear, which is not ideal with this, and I know we have the steepest part to come. Wow, okay. Looks like we're gonna drop down here. Okay. I'm just going to ride it out. I don't know what's coming. Lovely. It's very rocky and really challenging. I certainly see this will test your skills. For someone like me that's I've only really been mountain biking properly on trails for about 2 years now. Advanced quite quickly, and I would say after doing Degler's Blacks, Amsterdam's Blacks, this is actually a little bit more like a black in sections, if I'm honest. The grading is definitely quite frugal, should we say. Frugal is the right word. Oh no. Couldn't find the right gear. One of. It's worth noting there's several blacks and several reds here, which, you know, they're all a decent distance. Nice little drop off there. Beautiful. Nice. They're all a decent distance. One of the reds is like 8 kilometres, and that's a tester. I haven't actually done that, but I could have. Just to see how testing that was in order to do this, but I'm fairly confident I should be able to handle most of what this throws at me, as long as I don't go mad. Finally a little bit of a flowy bit, which is good, we needed that. Some rock drops. Ooh. Yeah. Still don't know if I should open that front at the very least. Got a lot of vibration. It's a lot rockier than what I'm used to. Here we go. Right. So you can see the Minotaur down there, running alongside, parallel to this track. Must be on loop 2 of the Minotaur. But yeah, this is very, very different terrain. A lot more challenging on the arms. I mean, I can see my grip and my arms being absolutely shredded at the end of this. People definitely take this at a much, much quicker speed than me. Well, that's better. That's much better. So this is where it joins with the Minotaur. The bottom of. So if you really wanted to, you could just do that section and drop out, but we're not going to, because we are doing the full Dragon's Back. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm definitely relying on these signs being accurate, because they don't offer your map here. There are maps at the start of the trails, but nothing really significant elsewhere. If it's the Dragon's Back still, then we're all good. Let's have a look. It is Dragon's Back to the right. Okay. Now I haven't got a clue if this is the right way or not. Who knows? Okay, so this is the Big Dug, where the Dragon's Back resumes. I don't know why I want to keep calling it the Dragon's Tail. And you know, it should actually have been a bit of a clue as to the condition of what this would be like when it says the Dragon's Back. I mean, because they're scaly and bumpy, I guess. So it should have been a clue, really. This is the fairly tricky stuff. We use a fair old amount of power to tackle it. Oh my lord. And you know, quite often that's what you're looking for in a camera, is to show just how difficult some of these trails are. Okay. Looks like we've just joined up with a beast. Dread to think what that's like. I mean, this would be great fun if it was downhill. And this is the problem, is the harder you work and the more you're blowing, the deeper you get into the red, the more likely it is to make mistakes. And mistakes at a place like this can be costly, as I keep saying. So I should probably just tone it back a little and take it a bit easier, keep the heart rate down. It might make the audio a little more bearable rather than it just being me breathing. We shall see. Oh yeah, see, it's very slippy. That was just leaves really. Almost sent me down the side of the trail. Well, the other factor here, I'm riding this blind. I've got absolutely no idea where it wants to take us. So I'm just trusting that I haven't done anything stupid, any blind drop-offs or anything like that on a red. And it didn't seem to say that there would be any tabletops or anything like that. So, whoa, okay, it's pretty steep. It's easily done in reality. That's the other thing when you first start out, you look at a step or you look at a decline and you think, whoa, that's steep, but as you start to ride them you realise that the bikes are just made for it, and you can just roll through them and it'll do the job for you basically. There's an element of bike positioning to stop you from going over the bars and things like that, but in reality if you trust in the bike, that's half the job done. Right, here we go. A few more tiny little drops. Oh, some nice big ones, and in the back, send the back out wide. Yes, it's very techy this. Techy and wet. Tree stumps, oh, so the one semi-wide. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, out of the saddle for this. This really is getting steeper. So we're at the top of that. Drop it down a little. This is just teasing little coaster downhills and following them up with more ascent. Just drop the seat a little, handle that. Now, the impressive thing with these whites with 130mm travel is they can handle a lot. This particular model won Bike of the Year in several magazines in 2017, and you can see why. I mean, one of the things he was saying, you could quite possibly take on downhill tracks with it, which I have to say it'd be a push, but the travel's good enough. The geometry's brilliant. The front fork is at such an angle that it's kind of made for the downhill stuff, but still pretty nimble on the uphills. It's not too heavy. I mean, this is the aluminium model and not the carbon model. So still about 13 kilograms, I think, but yeah, it's not too bad. Whew. Oh, there we go. Okay, right. We're dropping into something here. Could this be the ascent we're looking for? But it promises slightly. That's better than the uphill stuff, I have to say. I'm fairly surprised that I sound like a Relentless chief with how rickety this track is. It's like being on one of those roller coasters, one of the old ones that are made to be just as rickety as you'd expect these old wooden things to be. That's a nice little drop section. That bonus that we're going down here. We're walking back up there. I mean, that's another fairly confusing sign in reality. Okay, here we go. Now, just like the opportunity to get some speed up in reality might help a little with how rickety it is if I open up the back travel slightly. Oh, there we go. It's much nicer. Much nicer. So the other thing is, you're concentrating so much on the trail, you forget to open up your travel and give yourself a smoother ride. Whew. Yes. This is challenging, I have to say. It's making me a little bit happy by not maybe doing the black, but you never know. These things, you go down to Forest of Dean and their red is very techy, and for me not a great deal of fun, because I quite like the fast bermy bits. You see what I was saying about the bottom bracket being quite low and catching the pedals? There's a prime example back there where I caught the pedals, and quite obviously that's not what you want to do. So, it's very tricky. But I think it's probably one of the most challenging I've done. I mean, I don't usually get out the saddle, and I'm finding plenty of opportunity to do that here. Right, so I'm running a RockShox reverb as well, which same problems as everyone else in reality. I have a problem where I can't tighten up the seat pole enough, so the seat pole is usually fairly loose, because otherwise it bends the reverb pole, and then you get more friction, and the seat doesn't want to go up or down. I had to send my first reverb back and get a replacement because of that. So the torque that they recommend on the seat post is too much in reality, so White really should look at that. But then, reverb has so many issues that it could just be a reverb problem. Let's give it a whirl. Alright, nice bendy bit. I mean, yep, it's plateaued very quickly. So unfortunately I have to say that, despite it being extremely technical, I mean, that is just crazy. We've got some felled trees here along with the rest of the debris, and that's just making that very difficult. So let's just calm it down. Ooh, these slippy rocks. Smash my bottom bracket there again. Oh. So I'm guessing no one's actually been through here to check for felled trees and whatnot. I mean, fortunately we can get past this one, but it says we're coming to the end of this little section. So waiting for this dreamy section we've been promised. Alright, we've got a fire road, so I'm going to switch this off quickly. So as you can see behind me, this is a climb that would rival the initial incline at Landegler, which is a good 20 to 30 minute incline. This is just all fire road. It's non-stop. The helmet's off. It's hard work. It's loose gravel. Making you work for it, this. Making you work for it. Right, okay, so a good 20 minutes, half an hour incline. And we're now at the top of Beefy, which is on the Dragon's Back and the Beast. So we've got a bit of a red and a bit of a black. We've opened up the travel just in case. Let's drop in. Whew. Right, here we go. It's nice. Yes, beautiful, lovely. Bit of drops there. Going for a dark bit here, so just to see what the picture quality is like. So Beefy is beefy because it just keeps going. I don't know. I'm hoping there's a nice beefy downhill section at some point. These flat, inclining little sections. I mean, it might be your cup of tea, but yeah, I come for the downhills. I like gravity. Where are we? Yeah, just gone through Beefy, and it comes down to a big fire road, which I've been down and come back up because it seemed like a hell of a lot of fire road. It's a large fire road climb before Beefy, and you go through Beefy, which is relatively flat, and then come onto this other fire road, which it seems like a lot of effort for fire road just to go back down another fire road. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for where exactly the red and black trails resume, because it's really not clear. I think a couple of markers down this section, just to let riders know that they're on the right path, they're still going the right way, would be perfect. Because the last thing you want is to just get lost in the middle of Snowdonia National Park and not know where you are. So yeah, worth noting, you know, a sign around about here, maybe just saying yes, you're going the right way, keep going will be perfect, because I probably just wasted a lot of energy double backing on myself to make sure. But there we go. Right, after a very, very long uphill just now, going up to the side of, you can see Snowdon in the distance and the cloud cover though, so it wasn't really recordable. But we finally made it to the top of what they call the Adams family. 5 declines starting with Herman and the rest of them are named after the Adams family, so you got Pugsley and things like that. So we're gonna open up the travel. Let's go. Pretty good. It's probably got some walking trail down here. Well, it's not down there. It's a walking trail. So that's not good, is it? It needs to be better signposted, not split like that in reality. Just confuses things. Downed trees and twigs. Okay, I mean, it's kind of flowy. You wouldn't have thought that someone had been through this before me, but I know that several people have. That's pretty good fun. It's good. Finally got a bit of speed on, which is what we've been looking for. It's gonna set my rear to half the travel, or a little bit overly excited at the back, jumping around. Still got the front fully open to absorb these rocks, which otherwise could probably throw me off the handlebars. That's pretty good. Nice flow. Look at that. I mean, this would be really nice and bermy if you could see the trail a bit better. More like it. It's a lot of trusting the flow of the trail builders here. Reading the trail ahead, and this is yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Whoa! A drop leading into a berm like that. That's, yeah, it's an interesting one. Didn't expect that. Nice little bermy to finish off. Drop out. A bit of a rock garden. Ooh. Yep. And we're out. Okay. Whoo! Back onto a fire road. Okay, I mean that's pretty good actually. Quite enjoyed that. More fire road. Hopefully taking me up to another similar trail. I'll tell you what. These fire roads here, they just don't give in. Another massive one after Herman, but at least the sun's out. It's Still more climbing to go though. Oh man. Just look at that view. Drink that in. I believe, well, I don't know for sure, but you can see Snowdon from up here. Either way, Wales sure is beautiful. Okay, we've moved on to chest mount because the clip on the helmet didn't last. It kind of came loose. So for all this uphill fire road and stuff, then literally just so you can do this downhill fire road. I do not understand that. Unless I've gone wrong somewhere, I do not understand that one bit. But you know, it's quick and it's probably going to make it some miles. So here we go. No doubt it's got a destination. Some sort. Hopefully something exciting. I'm getting sick of fire roads. I believe actually that someone's mentioned that about this place before. The sheer amount of fire roads that you have to go through. It's pretty gnarly in that way. Just intense. Uphill, uphill, uphill. Really, I want some more trail riding because that's what I've come for. Ah, here we go. That's more like it. And I've got Gomez. Gomez was one of the key Adler family guys, right? So I mean, this should be good. You think? It's a little bit tricky to know where the trail's going. Where are we? Probably doesn't help that my photochromatic lenses are pretty dark at the moment. Just over the river. Can't really see too much until I clear up. Been in the sun. There we go, it's starting to clear up a little now. You'll see a bit better. Very shaky, so I mean, just to see how it comes out in the video. Hit that rock straight on. That would have been good. Pretty gnarly berm, considering. Okay, I mean, don't tell me that was it. Surely, right? We're now going into Morticia. Here we go. Morticia Adams. Yeah, bit of air off that. bit of unexpected uphill. Oh, it caught me out there. And then back at it. It's really rocky and choppy and slippy on the rocks. It's a really trusty Magic Marys, Schwabs on this bike. Hang on in there. Very lovely. Oh, and it goes that way. Good God. Must be having your Pugsley. See what you got. Actually straight in between some trees. And down we go. Here we go. Oh, it's a bit techy. Twisting. Narrow. Nice little berm. From that. I'm not taking enough speed really. Oh, nearly. It says she's so slippy, but it's quite easy to get your line wrong. There we go. That's right, I'm sure. I always swap the battery. Right, here we go. Good fun. Good. It's good. Is it the one? Right on this bend in there out of nowhere. Oh, I'll tell you what. Good little drops. Sorry, jump through it. Whoa, whoa, watch out for that. Oh man. And that's Coed-Y. Oh. Or is it just a butter? I'll go Festa. Coed-Y's bottom. Let's deliver. Lovely. Yes. Oh, that's techy. Oh, slippy as well. Oh, okay, I've never ridden anything like that before. Wow. We are now there. Here we go, lads. What do you got? That's it. Can't let it go. We don't know where the trail goes. There we go. Tell you what, my grip is going to be absolutely shagged after this. Oh! Taking a lot of concentration and energy in the bars. Good fucking God. More grip needed. In my hands, that is. first thing to go for me. Oh my lord. How are we doing? Woo. Wow. Let's take a quick break up here. Right. It's a nice little chat from with a guy on an e-bike from Shrewsbury. Cracking bloke. Absolutely bombing it down around here. You know what, fair play to him. 55 and banging it down these. So well, I had to take a good 10-minute break because my hands were absolutely done coming down there. But we've now got Uncle Fester. We've got about 4 miles left of this trail. So let's do this. Alright, here we go.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
Uncle Fester likes the speed. Uncle Fester's the drug addict. Oh, Uncle Fester, you spoil me. Which way do we go? Ooh. A fair bit of deforestation around here. Still quite technical. Good though, it's fast, it's flowy, still taking an absolute hammering on the arms, but you know, what do you expect? Expected drop. Ah, you bastard! Just got a stone to the fucking chin. Nice one. Just so much twist in the bike here. Very gravelly and loose. Oh man. And there we go. I'll take it. At that point, slippy. Seriously lacking energy now. I mean, this place is a monster, absolute monster. Just keeps going. I mean, the fire roads do not help one bit. Especially if you're not on an e-bike like me. I mean, this place is designed for e-bikes really. I mean, that's sort of super fit. I'm not super fit, maybe in the summer, certainly not right now. Call this a swim. So many puddles. Might save me on cleaning the bike, who knows. Nice and flowy. Oh, here we go. There's some serious flow about that. Oh man. Jesus, does that throw you around? Intense for the tightness levels. Now I'm coasting when I would be pedalling usually. Look at that. Waiting for an e-bike to come up behind me. This place is rife of them. This is a long bit of single track bit. You know what? Like, it needed it because so much of it has been fire road. I'm fairly sure I heard that criticism of this place before. But see, tired now. Losing concentration a bit. Okay. Whoa! Yeah, I didn't see that. A bit of rain, a bit of water, the visor. Completely missed that drop. Still good though. Survived. Whoa! Looking for civilization now. Ooh. Right in the knackers. don't have the energy to bunny hop. And here we go. Pretty clear. Now, oh yeah. Nowhere to. So, be nice if that's it for a while. Fire road after fire road after fire road. Oh, it's relentless. And there's a lot of it. I don't know where it's trying to lead me. Probably to another hill to climb. Just for the sake of getting you to climb a hill. I mean, that has happened. Right, we're about to drop into the beginning of the end. That's what the trail's called. Hopefully it is. More fire road, just being, it's relentless here. Right, let's pop it down. In the words of D.D. Smith,
Let's be having
it's pretty gnarly. A lot faster, but you don't know how it's coming near. It's the problem. Whoa! Oh, I did it wrong. Once again, having to be very cautious due to tiredness and not knowing where the trail goes. So, taking it a bit easy. Wow. Ooh. Wow, absolutely relentless. That is just this place in a nutshell. Is almost at me. That's tiredness in the arms. Right arm gave way a bit. I do hate Roots though. Roots. Stuck in this block. Into Seven Sisters, and we're actually going down now from where we started, so it's got to be near the finish. Okay, it's got a strong finish then. Now, I imagine it's being quite fun if you've got the energy. And you're kind of concentrating on hanging on. But let's keep going, I think. Just a step. Real intentional line. Very real. Look at that. Again. Oh, it's okay.
I warned you now. I thought I got you then. You did. That's right.